Welcome back, film aficionados, to Yousaf Reacts. I am Diana, and today, we're diving deep into the zany world of the 1994 cult classic, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Released in the mid-90s, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective introduced us to the hilariously eccentric character of Ace Ventura, played brilliantly by the incomparable Jim Carrey. Let's explore why this movie remains an enduring favorite among audiences worldwide. One of the most striking aspects of Ace Ventura is Jim Carrey's impeccable comedic timing and physicality. From his outlandish facial expressions to his over-the-top antics, Carrey's portrayal of Ace Ventura is nothing short of iconic. The film's plot revolves around Ace's quest to locate the Miami Dolphins' missing mascot, Snowflake the dolphin. Along the way, he encounters a colorful cast of characters, including the enigmatic Ray Finkel, played by Sean Young, whose obsession with revenge fuels the film's central mystery. What sets Ace Ventura apart is its unique blend of slapstick humor and clever satire. The film cleverly skews detective tropes while delivering laugh-out-loud moments that still resonate with audiences today. Not only did Ace Ventura showcase Carrey's comedic prowess, but it also established him as a bona fide movie star. His infectious energy and irreverent charm captivated audiences, propelling the film to box office success and spawning a sequel. Whether you're a longtime fan or discovering it for the first time, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective remains a timeless classic that continues to entertain audiences of all ages. A goofy detective specializing in animals goes in search of the missing mascot of the Miami Dolphins. To be a pet detective, you have to understand both the criminals and animals. Ace Ventura goes even further. He behaves like a criminal animal. When a football team's mascot, a dolphin, is stolen just before the Super Bowl, Ace Ventura is put on the case. Now, who would want to steal a dolphin and why? Ace Ventura is a pet detective. The three things he tried to detect were a lovely dog, a dolphin, and a pigeon, respectively. Ace Ventura's character is not only funny with his awful and silly expressions, but also stern about animals. The parallel of Ace Ventura is a detective agency guided by Miss Hornbill. While searching for the dolphin, Pet Detective shows his madness and intelligence. He gets a woman who eventually happens to like the pet detective. Finally, in the climax of Ace Ventura, solves the case of missing dolphin. In that revelation, they lost something. He's the best there is. He's the only one there is. He's Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Ace is on the case to find the Miami Dolphins' missing mascot and quarterback Dan Marino. He goes eyeball to eyeball with a man-eating shark, stakes out the Miami Dolphins, and woos and wows the ladies. Whether he's undercover, under fire, or underwater, he always gets his man or beast. Ace Ventura Jim Carrey is a pet detective and hates animal abusers. Late in the night at Miami Stadium, a group of individuals break in and steal the Miami Dolphins mascot, a trained dolphin named Snowflake. The next morning, the Dolphins' head of operations, Roger Podacter Troy Evans, and his chief publicist named Melissa Robinson Courteney Cox, are instructed to find the missing Snowflake before the upcoming Super Bowl out of fear that the theft will affect the superstitious football players. A member of their staff was previously a client of Ace Ventura, so they decided to call in this pet detective in to try investigating. After receiving the request from Melissa to investigate, Ace goes to the stadium and takes a look inside Snowflake's tank, finding a small stone in the filter system. Later that day, Ace Ventura stops in at the local police headquarters. After an altercation with SGT Aguado John Capadis, Ace meets his friend Detective Emilio Tone LOC to find out what leads the police may have. Emilio admits that a missing animal case isn't a priority for the police, but they suspect that one of the local animal rights groups who have repeatedly protested the Miami Dolphins' ownership of Snowflake may be responsible. At this point, Emilio's superior, attractive female LT, Lois Einhorn Sean Young, comes along and throws Ace out. Ace decides to investigate Ron Camp, who has recently purchased a lot of dolphin equipment and had also donated land to Miami for the new stadium further, and gets into a party thrown by Camp that evening with Melissa. As Camp attempts to seduce Melissa, Ventura investigates Camp's home and finds a large aquarium tank that he assumes holds the missing snowflake. However, the tank actually holds a large shark, and Ace barely escapes with his life. As Melissa and Ace leave the party, the detective notices a ring on Camp's hand. Ace informs Melissa that the stone he found in Snowflake's tank and Camp's ring had the same kind of stones, but since no stones were missing, Camp was not the one responsible for Snowflake's abduction. The ring is a 1984 AFC Championship ring won by the Miami Dolphins. Ace decides to personally investigate all the ring owners to find one with a missing stone. But before long, his photographic list of suspects has run out with no results. Roger is meanwhile dead. Police conclude suicide by jumping 20 stories from his apartment. But Ace proves that someone threw Roger from the apartment, hence a murder, not a suicide. Ace finds that a player in 1984 was a mid-season replacement kicker named Ray Finkel. Finkel is the player who lost the 1984 Super Bowl by missing the final field goal in an event known as the Kick heard round the world. As a result of this, Finkel's contract with the Dolphins was not renewed, and he never played football again. Ace visits Ray's home and learns that he is mentally ill but escaped. A tour of Finkel's room shows a testament to his hatred of Dan Marino, the player who held the ball for Finkel's kick and who Ray blames for the whole thing, insisting that Marino held the ball laces in instead of out, per regulations. Realizing that Marino is in danger, Ace telephones Melissa. Marino is filming a commercial for Isotona gloves when he is tackled by two men in Miami Dolphins uniforms, apparently as part of the commercial. But when the Dolphins keep carrying Dan after the director yells cut, everyone realizes what has happened. Ace attempts to stop the abductors, but they evade capture. Einhorn finds Ace in her office after a press interview, infuriating her until Ace mentions the name Ray Finkel. Ace shares his theory with the Lieutenant Finkel has come back to take his revenge right at Super Bowl time, when it will be most harmful to the Dolphins. Snowflake was the first target of revenge because the Dolphin had been given Finkel's old number and taught to kick a field goal as part of the halftime show. Ace also theorizes that Podacter was murdered because he recognized Finkel from his previous tenure with the Dolphins. LT Einhorn actually applauds Ace's work, making physical advancements towards the pet detective, which Ace rebuffs. Ace then uncovers an unusual news article, the failure of search parties to locate a missing hiker named Lois Einhorn. That's when Ace realizes that Lois Einhorn is actually Ray Finkel posing as a woman. On the morning of the Super Bowl, Ace tells Einhorn to a remote boathouse where Dan Marino and Snowflake are being kept. Ace manages to defeat Einhorn's two henchmen, but is caught by Einhorn. Einhorn radios the police for assistance, claiming Ace is the one behind the abductions. As the police arrive, Einhorn orders them to shoot Ace until Melissa arrives, holding Emilio at gunpoint to distract the other police officers enough to let Ace finish the case. Ace explains the full details of Finkel's new career and plan, ripping off LT Einhorn's clothes to prove his point. However, Ace's efforts only seem to prove that Einhorn is a genuine female. However, Dan Marino spots the truth: Einhorn has male genitalia tucked between his legs. Ace realizes that this is why Roger Podacter died. He learned of Einhorn's true gender. Thanks for joining us as we celebrated the brilliance of Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more retrospectives on your favorite films. Until next time, stay tuned and stay entertained.